Hello there. My name is Springfellow, and I represent a company called Spring Energy. Our geologists and geophysicists, also known as earth scientists, are working hard to find out where we can discover valuable oil and gas deep under the seafloor. Imagine that. How do you find anything under all this water? Well, I can show you. Let's go. Whoa there! Careful! We've got a big job to do, but we have to make sure that we do it properly. After all, the sea is home to all kinds of animals and fish, and we don't want to disturb them. Okay, it looks like it's safe to move on now, so let's get to work. This huge boat is a survey vessel hired by Spring Energy to collect seismic information that the Earth scientists can use to find out where oil and gas might be hiding. Pulled along behind the survey vessel is a kind of speaker or sound generator called a transmitter, and lots of microphones called receivers. The transmitter sends out sound waves that travel through the water into the seabed and beyond. Beneath the seabed are many different layers of rock, mud and sand. When the sound waves from the transmitter travel into the seabed and hit these layers, an echo is reflected or bounced back, just like when you shout into a well or a tunnel and hear your own voice come back to you. The physical differences between the layers produce different strengths of echo. The receivers behind the boat record these differences, and the Earth scientists can use this information to build up an image of what the seabed and the layers below look like. To do that, though, it takes some hard work, and the Earth scientists have to process, analyse and interpret the data. But how do the Earth scientists know where to find oil and gas within all this complex information? Well, they know how the layers of the Earth were formed and how oil and gas moved through them, which helps them work it out. The Earth scientists often start off with a map showing a structure. Using information from nearby wells and outcrops, the Earth scientists can build geological models of the environment as it was many millions of years ago. Ancient rivers running across the Earth dragged along sand and sediments, eventually spreading them out in big, fan-shaped deltas along the coast. Then, the tides and the sea brought in shale and other types of rock, and these settled over the top. This happened over and over again throughout geological history, forming layers in the Earth. Some of these layers are rich in organic matter, like wood, leaves and animal remains. As the layers became buried, the temperature and pressure increased, and when the conditions were just right, the organic-rich layers started to produce and expel oil and gas. The Earth scientists know that the oil and gas floats upwards through any porous sandy layers, but when they hit a less porous, muddy layer without an outlet, they get stuck. These pockets of trapped oil and gas are just what the Earth scientists are looking for. Additional information can be extracted from chemical, physical and geological data to give a stronger indication of oil or gas. All of this information is synthesized into a petroleum system model, which defines a potential oil or gas field, also called a prospect. Look, here's one. Spring Energy's Earth scientists collect and interpret data from across the whole Norwegian continental shelf, trying to identify future oil and gas fields. Each prospect is ranked in order of probability and volume. This information is then sent along to Spring Energy Management and our partners, who will decide which prospects to drill. Wow! The Earth scientists have done a fantastic job. After sorting through all that complicated data, we now know where oil and gas is most likely to be found. But how will Spring Energy extract it? Join me next time, and I'll show you how.